Okay. Okay. Let me get my thoughts ready to say what I have to say about this. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm just so happy today because I have a mic now, now I can be in you guys' ears. You guys can hear me clearly. I don't have to be yelling at you guys. I could have my regular inside voice. You feel me? So, I mean, y'all gonna hear everything. Y'all gonna hear me breathing and everything, okay? Okay, anyways. So, today I am going to be doing a chit chat. Yeah, today is going to be a chit chat. So right now I'm about to put this baby skin instant pore eraser onto my skin. I kind of want to try, I'm going to try it because you could do refunds with Sephora, right? I'm going to try that Fenty. I bought a Fenty primer, but the primer that I bought was the mattifying primer. And I have super dry skin. It's just not gonna work for me, but I still wanna try it because I hear such good reviews about Rihanna's primers and setting sprays that I just had to try one of them. And silly me, after I was waiting weeks for my package from Sephora, I went over my order, my purchase history, and I went back to look at all of the things that I had purchased. And after I had already placed the order, I'm reading it and it says finish mattifying. And I'm just like, dang, I need the hydrating one because this skin gets dry. Like right now, my eyes are so dry. So what I'm gonna do is pump some onto my skin. I'm not gonna use too much since I already used a little of that baby skin primer. This actually feels kind of good. I'm pretty sure you guys can see. I'm just rubbing this in like lotion. It feels kind of good, especially with that baby skin primer underneath it. I just used 2 primers today. That means my makeup. So how do you keep your voice memo recording without it stopping, Because I feel like it did not catch anything I just said. Next, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I'm going to just put this in the areas where I know will crease up the most. So around the inner corner of my eyes and then my smile line, I'm going to focus in that area because we want this to lay in place and not crack or crease. You see how it did something. It did something. You can't say it didn't do anything. It did something. So I'm gonna do this under my eyes too. It looks like I don't even need foundation. Foundation where this is all skin. I'm gonna go in with my NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the color Tahoe. And I don't have to use a lot of this. It's like a dab I'll have to use, if that. So I'm gonna just use a little bit of it. Oh shit. Literally a dime size. It's gonna cover my whole face. So I'm just gonna place it in place. I'm not gonna really buff it in too much right now. And then I'm gonna add my Rose facial oil to bring some moisture back to my face. And then I'm gonna just buff everything in. It's just a perfect match. I've always had such a hard time finding the perfect foundation for my skin tone, And ever since I found this, I just fell in love because look at it. It's the most perfect match it's ever gonna get. It doesn't get any better than this. Okay, so now I'm going to put some concealer underneath my eye. And the concealer I'm gonna use is gonna be the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And I have this in the shade Sand. All right, so let's get into the chat, shall we? Okay, so I was on Facebook last night and I was scrolling and I seen a post that said, I see so many IG models and slash influencers who are engaged, married, posting semi-nude pictures slash videos, and I always wonder, how are these men accepting of this? I mean, I understand if you got it, flaunt it, but there's a fine line between this. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. If I was a man, I wouldn't want my wife slash fiance basically naked on the internet. How do you guys feel about this? So, okay. Let me get my thoughts ready to say what I have to say about this because I don't want it to come off sounding, not how I want it to sound. Okay, let me see. If you get a car, right? You get a luxury car. You're buying that luxury car because that's a car that you like the flashy things, in life. You like to drive, when you driving on the expressway or in local areas, you want motherfuckers to turn their necks. You want people to be like, oh, look at his ride. You want that attention on your ride. That's why you pay the price for that luxury item, Now, when you get this luxury car, you're gonna want to take pictures in it, outside of it, you feel me? You're gonna want to take pictures and post it on the internet. Now, I'm not saying that you're gonna let everybody into this luxury car. You're not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, everybody's invited to hop into my car. Everybody can have the key. I'm gonna make key copies, No, you're just showing off this luxury item that you are proud of, that you worked hard to get, that you invested in. You worked hard on it. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't want everyone to see that. Like, you wouldn't want that to be, like, shown off. Like, I mean, I don't know. If that makes any sense. Like, you have a girl and your girl is a model slash IG model or whatever the case is. That's your woman. You are married to her slash engaged to her. Meaning like that's yours forever. This is forever going to be mine. She is not going to leave with anybody else. Nobody's going to get with her. This is mine. So what is so bad about having something of yours, shown out? Like I don't know. I feel like, here, let me put it in a different term. I feel like a lot of people want people to be ashamed of their bodies, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like people want you to love your body, but don't love it too much where you want to show it off. Like, it sounds weird to me. Like, why are you guys so concerned about this physical thing? Like, you guys are so pressed about it. Like, a lot of people are just, like, they make such a big deal. Like, not everybody has a body. Everybody has a body, baby. Everybody. This is not something people haven't seen already. It's not something that we're wondering, what it is. It is what it is. It's a body. I seen like comments in the post or whatever. I seen comments in a post and it said, women that do show their bodies on the internet, flaunting their bodies on the internet, are not wifey material. How can you say what is wifey material and what isn't off of somebody's body, because whether they're showing their bodies off or not, you could get left, you could get cheated on, you could get, you know, anything could happen whether she's showing her body off or not. You want to be so conservative. Let me snatch that bag. When you go to the beach, right? You expect everybody to be in swimwear, you know, whether it's a one piece, a two piece, they're showing off their bodies. Whether you realize it or not, they are showing off their bodies. Nobody is going up to somebody at the beach saying, wow, you're in that bikini, not wifey material. Nobody's saying that, you know, like when you go to the beach, everybody's cooling. So why it can't be that way all the time? Like, why can't everybody just cool it? Like, you'll be okay with seeing somebody in swimwear, but if they're in a two-piece lingerie, it's, oh wow, that's a huge difference. I feel like this is such a controversial topic. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get eaten alive for what I'm about to say about this. I guess I don't have that traditional mindset of where I feel like I have to be ashamed of what I put for people to see. You know, people want you to filter out what you post on the internet based on their fears, insecurity, all that. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, you know, flaunting your body on the internet, that's okay. That's for you. You know, that's the lifestyle you want to live. That is cool. But the people that do want to live the lifestyle of, you know, showing off what they have, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with that, because I feel like a lot of people feel like when you get into a marriage or you get into a serious relationship, I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to turn their fun down, turn their creativity down, turn their youth down. You have to, like, it's like the minute you get engaged or married, all the fun goes out the window. You have to immediately be a granny the minute you get married or engaged. And I feel like that's why a lot of relationships are probably not lasting. Like, a lot of marriages and engagements are being broken off probably because people are not able to have fun. People are not able to live the life that they want to live, you know? It's just so much to talk about for this topic, because everyone is going to have their opinions, and it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to live that lifestyle. Nobody is forcing anybody to live the lifestyle. But if you see somebody else living that lifestyle and they are happy in that lifestyle, why are you worried? You know, like, why does it matter? And I feel like, here, let me say this. Maybe if I say it like this, it'll make more sense. If you expect somebody to be doing all of this stuff, because I seen a post saying if you're single, it's okay, but if you're married, it's not okay. If you're single and you're doing all of that with the purposeful thought in your head saying, I'm doing this because I'm single, then, hold on, my under eye is creasing. Wow, my makeup is not going to look good today. I'm so sad. I'm going to have to do a lot of Facetune. I done let this concealer crease on me. How did I do that? I have to put so much powder right now because it's creasing. I'm going to let it set too, because too much creasing. Okay, now if you're doing all of this with the intent of I'm showing my body semi-naked. I'm showing my body semi-naked on the internet because I'm single. I feel like that gives a whole different purpose and meaning of the post, rather than if you're posting it as a married or engaged woman, because you are already dedicating your life to one person. So you're not doing this in the attempt to attract those type of men in your life. You know, I feel like if you, I'm not saying this is for everybody, that, you know, if you do stuff like this, you're going to attract the wrong type of man. No, I'm not saying that for everybody, but the likelihood of posting stuff like that when you're single, when you do want to get into a relationship, nobody is really going to take you serious. You know, like, I feel like it's different when you're married, because, you know, I'm no longer trying to be the catch. I'm already caught. So if I'm already caught, I could show this off because it already belongs to somebody, you know? I feel like if you was to do it when you're single, you're attracting the wrong type of man, because that's all they're going to be looking at. But if you're already married to somebody or engaged to somebody, they're with you with their own purposes of why they want to be with you. If that makes sense. I hope it do make sense, because I feel like personally, I feel like the body is just a body. It's just a body. When you go to school and you go to your science or anatomy class, you're going to see a fucking penis. You're going to see a vagina. You're going to see this type of shit. It's not something that is just, it's not hidden, you know? And I feel like it's only a problem because it's a regular person on the internet posting this stuff. You know, like, it's a regular person on the internet posting this type of stuff. But when you go to Victoria's Secret and you're going to get your panties, or, you know, you're going into Victoria's Secret just to do a little shopping, or, you know, you're in a mall and you're walking past a Victoria's Secret. When you walk past a Victoria's Secret, you're not going to stop in front of the door and look at the pamphlet, or you're not going to stop in front of the door and look at the window and see these models in their lingerie or swimwear or whatever Victoria's Secret is promoting at the time. You're not going to look at that model and say, wow, she is not wifey material. No, you're going to look at the girl on the window. You're going to look at the girl on the window, and then you're going to say, her lingerie is bomb as fuck. It will look good on me. You know, I want that. You know, where can I get that? You know, you're not going to sit there and say that's not wifey material. But because it's on the internet, now it's no longer wifey material, because, I mean, it's just, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's like y'all pick and choose when y'all want something to be okay and when you guys don't, you know? I need to, what do I need to do? My eyes. Because I am just chatting it up without even doing anything. Like, I'm just sitting here talking. I'm really having a chit chat with y'all. All right, so I'm going to go in my Black Radiance palette, and I'm going to use this peachy color right here to put as a transition color. I don't know if y'all see that. Yeah. To put as a transition color from the top of my crease to above my eyes. This Hourglass bronzer, guys. This Hourglass bronzer. Ooh, it's pricey, but it is worth it. It is worth it. It is definitely worth it, because I feel like a lot of the bronzers that I see and that I test and that I have, a lot of the bronzers give off this reddish tone, this reddish undertone, and I don't have a red undertone. My undertone is just like a yellow. I have like a yellowish undertone, and that those bronzers are very red, and it makes me look like darker than what I actually am on my face. I like for my face to look cohesive with my body. And ever since I found this, okay, so I have that in my crease, and now I'm gonna go in with an angled brush, and I'm gonna go in with my Storybook Cosmetic palette, and I'm gonna go in with Basket. You guys all know I use this in every video. I have a huge ass dent in it. It's a hole in this. And then I'm gonna dab some of it off. And then I'm going to put this in my outer crease. So I'm gonna focus it on outside and then in my crease. Only in these areas because it's going to be well blended out in every other area. Okay. So I'm gonna dust all of this off. And then I'm gonna use my Sephora. I'm gonna use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade Tan. And I'm gonna put this in a space that I had put the powders at. I'm really gonna put this all over my face, but mainly focusing on where the powders were. I'm just gonna speed this process up because I'm pretty sure I said what I had to say, and I'm probably gonna recap this anyways because you guys all know I like to repeat myself. I know that you guys know, and you guys need to know that I know too. I know my flaws, okay? I know I repeat myself a lot. So I'm gonna just get myself caught up to where I need to be, and then I'm gonna come right back and finish this chit chat with y'all. If you say yes, I'll give thanks. If you say no, never in front, it's gates. If you say yes, I'll give thanks. If you say no, never in front, it's gates. If you say yes. I'm gonna go in with my Sephora blush in the color Charmed, and this is just a shimmer powder blush. And when I put it on, I'm gonna take it literally across my face. Like I want it to look like almost like a W kind of motion. So like that, you know? It makes you look more feminine, like you're blushing throughout and you're just so girly. So like a U right there, a U right there, and then bring it across the nose. You know, it just looks so. Okay, so next I am going to put my lashes on. But while I let this dry and stuff, I just wanted to come on here. I just wanted to tell you guys the reason why I wanted to come on here and talk about this, because I feel like a lot of people put their fears and their insecurities onto other people because it's something that they wouldn't do or they're afraid to do or whatever. Somebody else may have that confidence and the self-esteem they need to do the stuff that you wouldn't do, you know? I feel like a lot of people, you know, make girls feel like they should be ashamed of their own bodies, which is ridiculous to me, because we all have bodies. Like I said, like this is not something new. This is not something new. Everybody knows this bitch got titties. Everybody knows this bitch got an ass and a vagina. Like everybody knows. Everybody, we get it. Like everybody knows what another person have. I get it. Some people like to be traditional. Some people like to stick to the rule book, but you make the rules that you want to follow. You only live this life once. You don't need to live for somebody else. You don't need to live for your parents. You don't need to live for anybody else but yourself, because this is your opportunity to be on this earth and make the impact that you want to make. If you come on this earth trying to make the impact that somebody else wants to make, are you really living for you, or are you just living for somebody else? Somebody else owns you, basically. They have your soul, and they're telling you what and what not to do with your life, with your body, with your, like, I feel like you were given an opportunity to come into, everybody has their own body, everybody has their own souls, everybody has their own willpower, their own opportunities to decide. You don't need to decide for another person what another person does, because it's not you. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, cool. You don't want to do it. But if somebody does it, it's their fucking life that they're only going to have one time. Like, because this is a very controversial topic, like, because I'm sure a lot of people could agree saying that they wouldn't show their bodies. But I feel like the reasonings behind it is not really that solid. I feel like it's just, the reasonings behind everything is because of what another motherfucker think. That's not a really good reason. I feel like it's not a good reason of why you should not and shouldn't do something. If you say, okay, I don't want to do it because it's just something I don't want to do, okay, that's cool. But if you say you shouldn't do it because of a man, or because of your mom, your dad, if you don't want to do it because of another person, another being that's living their own life, that has lived their own life, you're putting your life on restrictions for somebody else. What fun is that? What life is that? What? You were here to make your will, you were here to use your willpower. If you want to do it, do that shit. Do it. If you want to be a fucking porn star, you better be the best porn star you could ever be. If you want to show your fucking body, show that shit like it's the fucking best body in the fucking world, no matter the size, shape, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm bashing anybody for, my battery's about to die. So I'm going to put this lash on, and then I'm going to do my lips while I charge this battery up a little bit so you guys can see a final look. And yeah, so I'll be right back. If you say yes, I'll give thanks. If you say no, never in front, it's gates. If you say yes, I'll give thanks. If you say no, never in front, it's gates. If you say yes.